Oh, my name is Lori. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Please take care of Damien.
Damien's girlfriend was flashy and seemed somewhat frivolous in her manner. Well, Damien is a bit of a joker, so they must get along.
I understand. Oh, where's the brother?
I'm right here. What's that? What's up?
This guy is Damien's brother. He's not an introvert.
He's quiet, unsigned, but try to get along, okay?
I overheard Damien and Lori talking about Kevin in low voices. He might be quiet, but there's no need to be so surprised. Can I really get along with someone who speaks so thoughtlessly? An hour of small talk later, the marriage greeting ended.
Really can't stand her.
Kevin said this and returned to his room. I felt the same way. Well, surely Damien would step in if anything serious happened. But little did I know, Lori would soon cause a disaster. So Damien and his wife started living together in a nearby apartment after their marriage. They visit home about once a month, usually with a predictable reason. Nam, I need to ask you for a favor.
Again.
I had a reason for my weary response every time they visit. Damien and his wife ask for money.
Our salary's low this month. Steady, it's tough. We need money for Lori's infertility treatment.
They always have an excuse.
Please, come on. You want to see your grandchild, right?
A line, please. We can't have kids without this treatment.
I understand, but we don't have much spare money either.
I was determined to say no this time. But Lori didn't give up easily.
So you don't want to see your grandchild? I didn't think you were so heartless. Then please, just a little financial support.
Huh, how can I say no to that? Honestly, if they don't have money, maybe they shouldn't rush to have children. But I do want to see my grandchild.
A choice then. Just this much for this month.
I handed Damien and his wife $500, feeling resigned.
I will pay you back for sure.
Thank you. A line.
They sounded cheerful, but they had never returned any of the money I had lent before. I suspected this time would be no different. Arching their happy backs as they left with the $500. I thought this. Just a month later, they were back at our house. The infertility treatment is almost over. Can you help us out just a bit more?
Please. Probably this will be the last month.
Probably.
I can't support you any longer, and who knows if this treatment will even end now. Maybe it's time to give up on having children.
I finally said it. I'm tired of being asked for money. I thought they'd give up after such a clear refusal. But to my surprise, Damien and his wife got angry.
Give up on having children. Then what kind of thing is that to say?
That's so low. We are disappointed. We continued the treatment thinking of you and Craig.
I was stunned. They shouldn't cry over this. Damien yelled, and Lori cried, leaving me at a loss. Kevin, hearing the noise, came down from his room.
What's all this noise about?
Evan, listen. Mom's telling us to give up on having kids. She isn't that horrible.
Kevin, you want to see our child too, right?
Damien and his wife looked to Kevin for agreement. But Kevin has always been his own person. quiet but firm in his beliefs.
Doesn't matter to me whether you have kids or not. Besides, you have taken quite a bit of money from mom, right? And if it's come of this, I think it's best to give up on children, like mom says.
Wow, he said it so bluntly. But his words angered Lori.
But we take an introvert, like you wouldn't understand how much we want children. I'm so angry. It's because of your personality. You can't get married.
I just said I said. Anyway, you won't leave without money, right? Just wait a moment.
Kevin went back to his room. 5 minutes later, he returned with an envelope.
Take this and don't come back for a while. And don't beg mom for money anymore. Send that wherever I'm myself. If you can promise that you don't have to pay this back.
That's much money, really.
There's $10,000 in here.
And I was surprised too when Damien and his wife agreed.
Okay. I was me, no more begging mom for money, okay?
Understood. I promise.
Sorry for calling you an introvert earlier. Thank you.
Damien and his wife said this and left our house. But I wonder, is it really okay to give away such a large sum of money so easily? Get concerned. I stopped Kevin to ask, "Hey, did you give them that much money to protect me?"
Actually, I knew bro and the others was pestering mom for money. I think dad and mom always looked troubled while handing it over. I want to do something. Oh, that's why I told them to not come back after giving them that money today.
How kind Kevin is, touched by his kindness. I couldn't stop thanking him while crying. Etched Pigson. Damien and his wife stopped coming to our house. They must be keeping their promise to Kevin. About a year later, Craig was diagnosed with lung cancer. It was too late for treatment, and the doctor said he might have a year left at best. Why did you let it go this far?
Well, I thought I still had to work hard. You know, Damien and them need money.
Don't push yourself too hard like this. Craig was forced into hospitalization. Watching, weakened day by day, was very painful.
Dad, are you okay?
Craig, hang in there.
Damien and his wife came to visit almost every day. Despite everything, they did feel obligated to Craig. I started to see Damien and his wife in a slightly new light. A year later, despite the treatment, Craig passed away surrounded by his family. Craig. Wake up. Hey, Craig. The only sound in the hospital room was the heart monitor signaling his heart had stopped. No matter how much I called, he wouldn't answer. I couldn't accept that Craig was gone. In a frenzy, I kept shaking Craig's body.
Mom, please stop, because...
Stop. Let me go. I calmed down only after Kevin put me in a full Nelson. Then the doctor confirmed Craig's pupil dilation and announced his death. He's really gone. As I was grieving, he said something.
Craig has passed away. At Publix train, so I'll be managing his estate and distributing it to everyone.
Wait a minute. You can't just spring this on us. Lori started talking about the inheritance just 2 seconds after Craig passed away in the hospital room. Isn't the transition a bit too quick? Thinking this, I tried to stop Lori's outburst,
What is it? No,
Is it appropriate to talk about inheritance right in front of the deceased?
well, we have to do it, right? He's already gone, so we need to distribute the inheritance. Don't worry, I'll manage your share properly. Ellen,
I see. Lori knows she has no right to the inheritance. That's why she's talking about managing and distributing it. Despite all the support I've given her, she still tries to take money from me.
In that case, you won't need my financial support anymore, will you? I'll stop it all.
that's a different matter, isn't it?
You're going to manage my share too, right? You're just trying to take my money, aren't you?
I said to Lori with a hint of malice. Then, Lori smirked and replied,
So what if I am? You should go ahead and die too.
"Such insolence. Why do I have to put up with such a cheeky woman?" This fury reaching its peak, I nearly lashed out at Lori. But there was someone even angrier than me.
What mess around? You better watch it, okay?
Kevin quietly showed Lori a photo while seething with anger. The photo left everyone present speechless. The photo Kevin held showed Lori entering a hotel with a man I didn't know, looking cozy. She's been cheating so casually, asking for money every month just to fund her affairs. If that's true, I can't forgive her. I'll make sure she pays. I wanted to confront Lori immediately, but considering Craig just passed away, I decided to stay calm and not ask anything.
I'll let this go for now, until Craig's funeral is over.
Lori was trembling. She knew she couldn't escape now. 2 days later, after Craig's funeral, everyone gathered at my house. "So, what's this photo about?" While showing Lori the photo Kevin gave me, I asked her. Damien looked furious too, apparently unaware of this.
This is.
You've been cheating on me.
I had no choice. Your salary is low, and you're always busy with work.
Damien is so pitiable to be cheated on for such a trivial reason. Now I knew Lori was cheating, but something else bothered me. At the infertility treatment money I had been giving,
By the way, what happened with your infertility treatment? Kevin gave you money, and then you stopped mentioning it, right? Damien kept asking me for $100 now and then.
Bro, is that true?
Damien and Lori, who had just been cornered, now both looked trapped. Damien remained silent, prompting Kevin to lose his patience.
Stop being silent. Mom's asking, aren't you gonna say anything? Tom,
Seeing Kevin this angry was new to me. Even I felt scared. Finally, under pressure, Damien began to speak.
Choosing inoperatively for soy treatment was a lie. Lori and I agreed it'd be a good story, to get money. We didn't plan to go this far. We couldn't lower our standard of living, which I think
I was shocked. They never intended to have children.
Why are you telling her? Don't say unnecessary things.
it's your fault for cheating and getting caught by Kevin.
Like Lang knew I was being photographed. Are you stalking me? That's creepy.
Even now, she's still making excuses. I was appalled. I looked at Damien and Lori with cold eyes.
me stalking? Throw away. I'm not that free. I got this photo from bro's friend. He saw someone who looked like bro's wife entering a hotel. Is everything okay? He asked. I'd say,
That's
I can't do this anymore. We're getting a divorce, and I'll be asking for alimony.
They started discussing divorce, but that's a conversation for another time at their own home. I lost my patience and slammed the table, raising my voice. This isn't the time to discuss that. Startled by my sudden outburst, Damien and Lori fell silent. How dare you deceive me and Craig all this time? You'll pay back the money you took, right? Craig kept saying he couldn't die until he saw his grandchild. You trampled on those feelings just to satisfy your greed. I can't even see you as human anymore. You're devils.
That's...
what can we do? You gave us the money.
Indeed. I gave you the money, thinking you were really undergoing infertility treatment. But it was all a lie. It's basically fraud. So, are you going to pay it back or not? They fell silent again. They always go quiet when things turn against them. They really are hopeless. If you're going to be silent, that's fine. If you don't pay back, I'll consult a lawyer and recover the money legally. That's fine with you, right?
Wait. Please, not that.
Please, anything but the police.
Hearing the word police, they suddenly looked scared. They really don't want to get caught. In reality, fraud charges among relatives are not likely, but it's a good enough threat for those two fools. But only Kevin knew this and was quietly smiling.
"Hell, what will you do?" Cho said, by the way, you'll also return the $10,000 I gave you, right? I gave it on the condition you wouldn't pester your mom for money.
Kevin pressed them further, not just smiling, but cornering them. I own children, yet so ruthless.
Okay. We'll pay.
Together with Kevin's share, it must be around $30,000. I don't expect them to pay it all at once. It cannot be helped. Then, here's what we'll do. Either of you will transfer a set amount to me and Kevin on a specific date every month. If you're even a day late, I'll report you to the police without mercy. Also, you get nothing from Craig's inheritance. Is that okay with you, Kevin?
That's fine by me. I'm actually looking forward to reporting them to, the police when they inevitably miss a payment.
After laying out the conditions, Damien and his wife finally relented and agreed, looking defeated. I have no more use for these two. Now that that's settled, I don't want to see your faces ever again. And don't come back. And Damien, I know we can't sever ties since you're my child, but don't come back unless it's necessary. Even if you do, until everything is settled, I won't speak to you.
Understood.
We're sorry. We'll make the payments as promised.
And that, Damien and his wife left the house looking defeated. Thanks to you, Kevin, I was saved. Thank you.
I didn't do any. They just destroyed themselves.
Kevin said this and returned to his room. Normally, he seems enthusiastic about everything, but he's really reliable in times like this. I must never make an enemy of him. Watching Kevin go upstairs, I thought this. 3 months later, Damien and Lori's divorce was finalized. Bree's affair was the cause, and she and her lover were ordered to pay alimony.
By the way, Phil called me. He got a divorce. Lori was it? She was having an affair with a married man, and now she has to pay alimony to his wife too. Right? I always thought she was foolish.
Oh, really? Well, that's expected.
And about the money they owe us, he said they would cover it all with the alimony. Is that okay? I don't mind, so, sweet, don't worry. It's even after the payments. But bro doesn't plan to come here. He says he can't face Mom anymore. He seems to be really regretting his foolish actions.
It's good that he's reflecting. I don't know if our relationship with Damien can be repaired, but maybe one day after his reformation, we can return to being a family. A year later, Kevin got married. His wife seemed quiet like him but was polite and friendly. Most importantly, she really cared for me. Kevin and his wife are now expecting a child. Finally, I will get to see my grandchild without any lies or deceit. For this grandchild, I want to provide as much support as I can